Hello, and welcome back to Turnaround Politics. My last video completely took off in my opinion. It's currently sitting at, as of right now, over 300 views, so thank you to everyone that watched it. And for everyone that's watching this, if you could please go and like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm currently at 4 subscribers, but I had over 300 views on the last one. I would really like to get my subscriber count up, so if you could do that for me, I would thank you so much. Now let's get into this video. As you can see, I filled in a lot of the Electoral College map already. This video is going to be specifically about Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, in my opinion, is going to be the most important state in this election, and I just wanted to show you the 4 closest states in this election and show you why Pennsylvania is the most important. So first, let's start off with filling in the 3 other states that aren't Pennsylvania on this map. So, in order of closeness in this election, Joe Biden, according to polling right now, and according to 538 simulated elections, Joe Biden's currently winning North Carolina, but not by a lot. It's an easy state that Trump could flip. The thing that Joe Biden has going for him in North Carolina, oops, made that blue. The good thing that Joe Biden has going for him in North Carolina is that there's a very highly contested Senate race between Tom Tillis and Cal Cunningham, with Cal Cunningham being the favorite by more than Joe Biden is the favorite in North Carolina. Now let's move on over to Arizona. Arizona is the next closest race, and again, with a Senate election that the Democrat is heavily favored in Arizona. So there's another thing for Joe Biden in Arizona. But I could easily see Trump flipping Arizona come November 3rd, and then Florida. Florida's one of the closest elections. North Carolina is the closest. Florida is one of the closest, and it's one of the most important closest because it has so many electoral college votes. A lot of people are suspecting whoever wins Florida wins the election. However, that's not what I perceive. I do believe that Donald Trump could end up winning Florida and still lose this election. This is why Pennsylvania is the most important. It's the last state that Joe Biden has to win. It's the last closest state that Joe Biden has to win to get over 270. As you can see, I click that, Joe Biden wins. I click it for Donald Trump wins. The last closest state in 2016, it was less than 1% difference between Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton. It's the first time that a Republican president has won Pennsylvania since the first George Bush. Not the George Bush in the 2000s, but George Bush in the 1980s, right after Ronald Reagan. It's the first time that a Republican won that, and they won it by such a little margin. Pennsylvania's voted for Democrats both times against George Bush, voting for Al Gore, and then voting for John Kerry. Voted for both Obama's runs for president, and it's the last state that Joe Biden needs to win this election. If he can hold off Donald Trump in Pennsylvania, I do not see Minnesota, Wisconsin, or Michigan going red this time around. Donald Trump has very popular coalitions in each of those states, but overall, I do not see him winning any of those. So Donald Trump needs to focus on Pennsylvania. Also, the other 3 states that I brought up, North Carolina, Florida, Arizona. If he doesn't win those also, it will be very bad for him. But Pennsylvania, if he can flip Pennsylvania, I think he would have already flipped Florida, Arizona, and North Carolina. This is why Pennsylvania is going to be the biggest state in this election if this is a close election. Now, let's move on and go over to 538's website and show you how often in simulated elections that Pennsylvania was so important. Okay, here we are. The tipping points. The tipping point is it describes what state in their simulated elections tipped it over for either Trump or Biden. What tipped their electoral college votes over 270, which wins them election. And let's look. A lot of people say Florida. It's a good pick 15% of the time. Pennsylvania 30% of the time. Pennsylvania is the tipping point state more times than Donald Trump wins the election in their slated elections. I think Pennsylvania is going to be hotly contested, and people that live in Pennsylvania, be ready for a lot of signs, a lot of rallies, and a lot of ads. Pennsylvania is going to be the biggest state where campaigning goes on. We have seen a lot of campaigning in Michigan, Wisconsin right now, but the closer we get to the election, I feel like each presidential candidate is going to pay more attention to Pennsylvania in the push to the 270 mark right before November 3rd. Now let's go and look at the current polling. To show you guys, it is a close election according to their polling. Their polling sits at a plus of 5.1 for Joe Biden as of September 12th. It's not an insurmountable lead for Donald Trump. It does seem kind of disheartening for people that want Donald Trump to win. 5.1 is a good lead, and it's outside the margin of error, which is huge for this election, but it's still September 12th. November 3rd is 2 months away, and I can only see Donald Trump do better till November 3rd. I don't think he's going to do worse. He'll just do better. It depends on how much better he does do. That's the biggest thing for Trump. How much better can he do? Can he get back to this point where he was only down by like 0.7? If he can to get to that, this is a toss-up election in my opinion. Not like the September 12th is a toss-up, but this is a flip a coin election. Like you flip a coin, what heads for Donald Trump, tails for Joe Biden. That's what kind of election. If it's within 1%, especially, but within 2%, polling is not as accurate as like the elections show. We saw last year Donald Trump, or 2016, we saw Donald Trump win because of polling error in the polls across Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. He only won Pennsylvania by 0.5, by like 0.5%. It's definitely something we could see happen again. And especially if he gets back to these kind of numbers where he was in April, he could definitely win. And I can definitely see that happening over time. We've already seen it was going from, he was at his lowest point around a 42%, and he's back up to a 44.8. If he can go another 3%, that's just going to take this election to another level of closeness and competitiveness. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys could, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, leave a comment, tell me what I'm doing great, tell me what I'm doing bad, tell me what kind of videos you guys like. I want to hear from you guys, I want to interact with you guys. Thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.